Well, I guess welcome to
Episode 45.
That's right.
I'm trying to remember what number it is. What was the last one we even did? I don't remember. Talked about something.
It said, so 41 says 4 YouTubers talk daily minus world life. Okay, so it was basically not really about anything.
Well, we'll try to make today about something. We're going to talk about some, I guess, recent video game stuff.
Some developments.
Some developments that have been happening around.
Mm-hmm.
What do we want to start with? Oh, I guess we got Charriii5 here. For those that are listening and can't see us, we got Charriii5. We got Nathaniel Bandy.
Hello.
SwankyBox.
Hello, hello.
As well as myself, TetraBitGaming.
TetraBitGaming.
What?
I was wondering, I was like, something looks different. But hold on, you had to have just shaved because it was on your stream you had facial hair.
Yeah, I shaved 2 days ago.
This morning, actually.
Time is a construct.
Pretty much, yeah.
To be fair, when was the last time you saw any of our faces, Swanky?
I watched live streaming. I watched your Sonic
Okay,
streams.
yes, you're right.
I watched the SpongeBob stream that Nathan did, and I watched the Cuphead stream that.
So you've seen all our faces. What I'm hearing.
I have all three
Yes.
of you at all times broadcast on my monitor.
We have just not seen you.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
It has been a minute.
Last I heard,
guess-
you look like the Grim Reaper, is what I
Yes.
heard.
Big, sick, big suck. All of July.
sick.
Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
It's a long time to be sick, damn.
It is a long time to be sick.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
We're not gonna harp on that. We're gonna talk game discoveries, such as you guys told me about the door in Nier Automata, which I saw the clip of. I don't know how anyone's supposed to figure that out.
Yeah, so for those
I'm
that
gonna
don't
look
know, in Nier Automata, I think someone posted this like several months ago on a subreddit, and they discovered like a door to like a secret church area or something like that. No, I've never played any of the Nier games yet. I think I own Automata, just haven't touched it yet. So I don't know all the context of where this is, but it's like people are, I think, pretty skeptical and kind of surprised that it's like, oh, well, how have like data miners not ever found this? How has like no one ever found this until this point? But as far as I understand, it is real. But I for some reason, I think I remember seeing that no one's been able to like recreate how to open this door or something like that. I'm not 100% caught up because it was a couple days ago when I saw this. But yeah, it's just people are like so shocked. The game's been out for a couple years now at this point.
Yep.
And it's just so weird to find something, I guess, new. I don't know if it's like an unused area or if it has like any meaning to the story or side quest or anything like that. But yeah, just find like a whole new area that's like no one's ever seen, and so everyone is just like super excited, and I guess kind of like taken aback that that it's been found.
So from what I'm reading, it reads like apparent the person's claiming that it's a base game, or like they're speculating that the person who uploaded it might have like a base version of the game without updates. Which
maybe
is possible, but it's just really weird where it's like, okay, why would they patch that out? You know? Because
maybe it was unused, and for some reason people can access it right now.
It's not entirely unheard of that, like, you know, in a more modern day, you can find secrets like that. Like, I remember one of the cooler ones was in Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh,
There's
hell
like
yeah.
Yeah,
That was
there's
sick.
like that one door that you can like blow up. It's not on the map. It's not anything. I don't know how you're supposed to figure it out. But I think like Rockstar, the developers, were just like, okay, you guys haven't found this yet. We're gonna let you know. This is like the secret wall here. And it has like a bunch of
that.
Yeah.
Because I think in the game there's like a scanner you can kind of see what you can blow up, and like you could blow up the wall, but like you just couldn't. I think from what I remember, and I think
it was the other way around. You couldn't see that you could blow it up, but you could blow it up.
And I think people like saw the room in like the strategy guide or something for the game.
Probably.
Something like that. It's like people are like, oh, there's a room here. And it was like several years later, and it like I think it hinted at Arkham City.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Something like that.
Like
yeah,
the
I remember
floor
reading
plans,
about
the
that.
blueprints, all that. It's like, it's really cool.
It's like the
That's so cool.
invisible walls sorry, not the invisible walls, the breakable walls in Elden Ring. There was this area called the Volcano Manor. They have these walls, and I guess throughout the whole game, there's like walls that you hit and they fade away, and usually they take one hit. And there are these walls inside this mansion that you had to hit like 60 times in a row in order for them to fade away. And it just made people freak out because they could not trust any wall whatsoever in the game after that point.
Damn, 60 times.
Jeez.
Oh man. 'Cause, like, I guess it's not like very often that like new stuff gets found in older games. I mean,
Yeah.
both
pretty
both
rare.
examples we showed.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I guess
since
Arkham
everything,
City's a bit older now, but
because like everything is just online and thousands upon thousands of maybe even millions of people are playing these games. So the odds of finding something new in such an old game is just like such a huge revelation.
It's strange too, because like, isn't it? I mean, again, having no experience with the game, but it looks like the door opens and it takes you to a complete grayscale area that's like full.
Yeah.
Now, is that an existing
Yeah.
environment or is that a new environment too?
No, I believe that you're talking about like the city that's all like white, right?
Yes, they open the door
Yeah.
to walk through, and there's like a lot of stuff to explore on the other side.
So that area, I believe, is in the game. That is
Okay.
like something halfway through the game, but it's like that one little area where you can get like a piece of ore, where it's just like, okay, what purpose does this serve? Why is this here? Why is there a door?
Okay, so
Yeah.
is the door like more like a shortcut then?
I guess I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played through the entire game, but I have seen like, I think recordings of that area. I don't know what it's supposed to represent, but I'm pretty sure that area is in the game. It's just
Near
I think
fans,
that
please tell us
yes,
in the comments.
please tell us. It's just that there's no like definable part of the door. It's just like you sort of hug the wall, and then like a prompt to open the door shows up, and it's just like, oh, I guess this is a door. Okay.
Isn't this coming out on Switch? This game? I
Yes.
thought it was getting ported over. Like that was in the
It's
last.
actually just a big marketing ploy.
Yeah, exactly. To sell their Switch game. Yeah.
Is it on the Switch version too? Find out with Neo.
They know
Honestly,
all
that'd be so big.
Nintendo fanboys who have Switches are damaged goods when it comes to doors that don't open.
That'd be so big brain where it's just like, oh man, wow. Now I want to see if there's a door on my Switch.
Yeah.
it's all just a viral marketing campaign. Hell
But
yeah.
I'm sure that like back in the day there was a lot of other stuff like that too, right? Like didn't people take a while to figure out like that you could use the stop and swap thing for Banjo? Like wasn't that a thing that like came out years later that people were like, "What?" I mean, that's not
I don't
technically the
think that
same,
was
but-
well, like it was planned, but like it never ended up coming to be, but people found a way around actually being able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't there was a video about it. I never watched it, but I think that was kind of the gist.
Yeah, I think like people knew about it because you could at the end of the game, I believe they show you kind of the locations of all the stop and swap eggs and the ice key. And you can like see them in the game, but no one knew how to reach them for a while because you have to like punch in a secret code in the sandcastle in Treasure Trove Cove, I believe. And I don't think anyone knew the codes for a while until I guess the game probably data mined and they found the codes and stuff. So I think people saw it. I guess that would be an example, but they didn't know how to access them for a while. And I guess I don't know the timeline. I'm not an expert in it, but I don't know if it was after Banjo Tooie came out or before. And then they kind of, I guess, pieced together. And I think they had an interview with Rare that they kind of mentioned that it was what it was planned to be and how it never came to be.
Speaking of Rare, and sort of related to this, I think a better example would probably be the coin in Donkey Kong 64 that people figured out like 10
yes.
plus years later. There's
Oh,
like
the
I
rainbow
think it's
coin
in-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the rainbow coin in Fungi Forest, I think.
Yeah,
I
I know
saw-
what you're talking about.
This is
Yeah.
another video where I saw the thumbnail and never watched it.
Basically, in the tall grass or in the grass area, there's a coin that's hidden that you have to essentially ground pound or hit the ground in order for it to pop up and get. And players have ran over this coin many, many times and never bothered to try, hitting the ground to see what would happen. So it's just been laying there like dormant for years, to my understanding.
One day it will come out.
And now we have it. Did it do anything, or is it just kind of there?
Oh, it's just currency. It's like the coins. I think it gives you 5 of each coin or 3 of each coin for each character.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
It's been forever.
Yeah, I need to play that game one day. Like, actually finish it. I've tried to play it a few times over my life. I've just never sat down and actually finished that game. So, eventually.
Good old Danky King.
Just play it with the mod that you can swap characters anywhere. It makes it so much
Yeah.
better.
Way more tolerable.
I know, like, I want to do that so bad, but I feel like I have to play it authentically the first time. As painful as that
fair.
would be, it would just, it's like,
To really appreciate it.
yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 'cause I think
It's
there's
like 50% longer.
I know. You
At
got to play
least.
every level
Backtracking.
5 times. It's so much backtracking. So, yeah, I mean, I want to eventually play all the DK games, and rank them all or something. So that's probably when I'll play it. Whenever I do that, but that's still gonna be quite a while before I get to that.
Angry Aztec also has walls or doors in it in Donkey Kong 64 that look like they should open, but they don't.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff in games that are like that, where it's just like, oh, why does this door not do the same thing the other door does? You would
Yeah.
think this opens, but like I'm thinking of like Sonic games and Mario games where sometimes you'll just be like, particularly like Big Boo's Haunt, right? Where sometimes it'll just be doors that don't open. It's just like, cool. I guess there's nothing there.
Like
Yeah.
Gruntilda's lair, Banjo-Kazooie up top in the transformation room.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an expert on doors that don't open. So basically, I'm an expert on useless information.
If there is a door that will not open, rest
I'm your
assured.
I actually had like a similar thought yet because like, me and Nathan were playing Resident Evil 5 yesterday, and there's like so many of these like cabinets that like they should be openable, like they look like they were almost modeled to open, but like you go up to them and they just don't.
There's nothing.
So I'm like, oh, okay, because it doesn't just look like a back set piece. Like I guess it kind of just looked a little bit more developed that it should have opened, but yeah, it just didn't open.
And then the
Yeah.
Ouroboros just.
And we definitely ran into a couple doors because we did like all the co-op at this point. I think there's a little bit of DLC left to go, but there were definitely like doors and stuff on the way where looks like they should open, but it just wouldn't for whatever reason.
That game's a lot of fun. I haven't
Yeah,
played
it's fun.
Hell yeah.
It's fun co-op.
I mean,
yeah.
actually played
Love.
through it legitly.
I was gonna say you've never
Yeah.
played through it. What?
Oh, I've definitely played through it, but it's been a while since I just picked it up and played it as a normal game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of wanted to play through all the main games before the remake of 4 comes out, so me and Tetra have been playing 5, whenever we get the chance to. And we're almost done with it.
You guys should play 6 too.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
We're going to do 6 as well.
We don't
Yeah.
talk about 6.
Why not?
6 is okay. I feel like it's
fun
the same
action.
thing as
It's a fun
5.
action game.
People just hated it
Yeah.
when it came out, but I feel like it just kind of grew on people over time.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consider 5 a horror game. It's like, it really is just
No.
like an action game. And if you think of it that way, then, it's pretty fun, especially if you're playing it with someone else.
Yeah.
6
6 is
like
the
the
same way for
Mercenaries
me,
is
where
fun
it's-
too.
Oh yeah. My favorite Mercenaries is still 4 though. I don't know why. Like they just
Yeah.
they couldn't top it.
5
I mean,
is pretty
5's good. 5's
Five's
good.
is
Did anyone ever play the Mercenaries Versus?
Mercenaries.
I don't.
I think that was in
I don't think
5.
I don't think so.
Where they had like Slayers or whatever they called it. Where
Weren't
it's-
we talking about that recently, Tetra? That we wanted to do something like that. Like
Oh,
We saw
for
the
Vice World?
option.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
me and Nathan played just regular Mercenaries. Like it was called like Mercenaries, not throwback, but you could play as like
Yeah.
classic characters like Rebecca from I think RE. Yeah, you could play like with old characters and stuff. It was a lot of fun. We didn't play the versus one because it was co-op. We were playing together and trying to
Yeah.
find like you start with 2 minutes. You have to find like hourglass to like increase the time and all this
You
stuff.
get zombies. It's
I
just
enjoyed
like
it
a
lot.
score attack, basically.
Yeah, it was like a score. I thought I enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I think it's only 2 players, but we could probably do like 2v2v2 or something, or it's just score
Yeah.
attack. We could just do solo, I guess, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
whoever owns it, if we're just going for high score or whatever.
Honestly, the DLC was super cool because I had no idea that the first DLC, at least the first mission, it's the Resident Evil 1 mansion. You can kind of just play through.
Oh,
that.
is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I recognize I haven't played through a lot of Resident Evil 1, but like I recognized the mansion as soon as I got in there. I'm like, whoa, we actually get to like replay it. That's actually
It's the
really
Spencer
cool.
Estate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like I think it's Lost in Nightmares. It's kind of like a reimagining, I guess.
Oh
of
yeah. Oh, that's what
RE1.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it played because I've never played RE1. I'm sure I'd appreciate it more as a throwback, but yeah, I guess you kind of do a snippet of RE1. 'Cause
I don't know if
only
it's
took, like,
exactly the same, but it was, the first room is the same.
yeah. 'Cause
It's
it was like
technically not. I think it's just like telling the story of this is how Jill got lost, but it's like it's not the
Yeah.
same place, but it's like in the
Oh.
same style
Okay.
as the first
God.
one, kind of.
Yeah, it was super cool because like they actually even added the things where like when you open the door, like does the animation like from RE or the classic games. So that was kind of cool. Just like a nice touch, a nice throwback. But yeah, it was cool DLC. It was like that one. That's the thing, because RE5 in general is like a very much action game, but that DLC definitely was more so
Much more horror.
more horror. Yeah, because like you don't even shoot many zombies at all, and they take away your weapons like halfway through. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun.
There's a door. I just remember.
This is just the
Every time I
door
hear doors,
podcast.
You mentioned door, and I got it took me back. Resident Evil 4 has a door in the garden
Evil door?
area, the hedge maze
Garden
area.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yes.
dogs.
Looks like it leads into the castle, or it looks like when I first played it, I remember looking at this door. I'm like, okay, this is going to open later because it's like you have a door, and you have
the
a
one
cage in front of it.
The one that you're supposed to like grapple into?
No, it's just an offshoot. I actually made a horoscope video on it that never went out.
Damn.
I just
Shout outs to horoscope.
think I forgot to release it, or I was waiting for more news for Resident Evil 4. But yeah, there's like again a door, and it's like 2 layers of door. It's like you have a door that looks like a normal door you can open, but it has like a big gate in front of it that you can't open. So it's like double time.
Huh.
I think I remember
a
what door
switch
you're
and also a
talking
key.
about, because I've been in that maze quite a few times. Was it like on the
I gotta
bottom
finish this
floor?
game.
Yep.
Okay, I think I know what door you're
remember which
talking
one.
about.
I gotta finish RE4. Damn. Is the remake gonna have co-op?
What?
Wait, back
You haven't
up.
finished it?
Back up.
Oh,
Hold on.
Tetra. You gotta finish. It's
Time,
my God.
time to bully.
You can't
How
just
dare
press
you.
your goodbye with that and think that people aren't going to stop you.
It's so. I
no.
just think it's funny that like it's a call full of like Resident Evil nerds. It's just like
And doors.
and doors.
And
Yeah,
doors.
door nerds.
How have you
Wow,
gotten
that's
from
crazy.
the door to the end of Resident Evil 4 yet?
You know what? That's a good question. Because I bought it on, let me see. I bought it on Steam a while ago, and I played it. I think that's where I played it the most. Either Steam or on Xbox. It was like
You didn't like it.
yeah. No, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think it was on Xbox. Anyway, I don't remember how far I got. I definitely beat El Gigante. I don't think I got too much further than that though.
dude, it
I
gets
don't know. I
so
kind of just
good.
stopped playing and kind of just.
You
don't
scratch
know.
the surface.
Man, it gets so good. Yeah, I know that it happens a lot. Like, there's so many games that I've played for like 2 hours and I liked it and I just never got back to it. Yeah, that game is awesome because like it's constantly changing locations, and it just it finds ways to get better and better the more you get into it, and it actually
That's what I've
is.
heard.
It actually is like a in terms of like horror, it does get pretty creepy if you've never played it before, especially once you get to like the last chapter,
Regenerators.
the regenerators. Those things scared the crap out of me when I first played that game. My God, the sounds they make, and oh God, they're awful.
That's really good.
It's
I played
really
it
fun.
with my younger brother, and we played it on a 1982 Sylvania TV, which is like one of those old. Like it looks
Oh,
like it should
sick.
only be showing like the Munsters from like right. So it's like one of those tube TVs.
Sure.
There's like barely any color differentiation. It's just like
Nice.
like all looks desaturated, sort of staticky. The game was kind of blown out on it, and it made the game like twice as scary. So I remember playing it on that, and I remember seeing footage of what it should actually look like. And I'm like, wait, what? It's
so much more
brighter. I can
colorful.
see stuff.
Oh man, those were zombies.
What? I thought I was just shooting people.
Slow moving people walking towards me. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. No, that definitely has a lot of doors in it that they just lead nowhere.
You know what
Which I
grinds my
think-
gears?
What's that?
There's a door at the top of Glover's Castle.
Oh, here we go.
Can't
Yes!
go in.
Oh, I think you've covered this, haven't you, in a
I
video?
know. Basically,
Yeah.
all I'm doing is digging up all the videos that made on stupid doors.
Doors.
By the way, Swanky, Glover is on Steam, so
saw that.
you're gonna. I actually bought it
You have to own it. You have
so
to buy
that
it
one day
so
we
can
actually
have that
do this debate. I'll play it one day and then we'll do the debate.
The great
Finally,
glove debate.
it's been in
I
the
still
works for
insist that
3
we all
years.
dress up as gloves.
Oh, that'll be funny.
We
Glove
buy
wars?
like a hamburger helper costume.
That's immediately what I thought of when as soon as you said that.
I just love that one meme of like the hamburger helper hand. It's like the cross section, or you like see the skeleton inside, and it's all like super messed up. You guys haven't seen it? Okay, I gotta
I
find
think
it.
I have. I think I have.
I wonder what the actual name of that mascot is. Probably like Hammy or something. Hamburger.
He is
helper.
the helper of hams.
I hope it's,
He
I
just
hope it's
helps.
Hansburger.
Maybe ham helper, hampler.
Hansburger helper.
So good.
Hello, my name is Hansburg. Oh my god.
I also hope he has that accent.
My name is Hansburger. My occupation is helper.
I gotta
I
see
am a
this.
certified helper.
Oh God. It's funny
be
seeing
related to
someone make a.
Glover.
It's funny seeing someone make a skeleton with a glove. Because it just reminded me because for Bandy's universe we have Cappy as a character, and my animator was like, "Hey, can I make a skeleton?" Because he gets zapped at one point. I'm like, you know what? Go for it. And it looks so goofy. Just the skeleton with a hat. That's what it reminds me of.
Cappy skeleton.
I just love
Yeah.
Sans.
I love
Sant.
the deep eye sockets for the little tiny just speck eyes.
That's funny.
The rest of see, that's the
Why
thing,
does
you
it have a
always see the
nose
pupils.
still?
It needs to smell.
It's fake.
Needs to smell the burger.
It's a fake.
The hamburger.
Oh, what a derailed cast.
You know, it's
That is
weird
so
because
Anyways.
I just realized how messed up it would be to have to be that glove compared to Glover. Like
Why is
Glover, his face is on
It's like
top of
upside
his
down.
hand,
Oh.
not his palm.
How
so
does
like,
How would you
Hamburger
walk
helper
around?
walk?
It's like
yeah, this
it's
dude just
waddle.
like flops around, but not only that, but every time he grabs something, he squeezes it against his face.
Oh god,
Poor
that's
Glover.
so sad.
What a life he has to live.
That sounds worse. That means
Cross
I'm evil.
stitch.
That's the villain glove.
Oh yeah. They should just call him Evil Glover instead.
Glover lore.
Back in the day,
What's Glover backwards?
Rolev.
Roberg. Back in the day, I wanted to do like a top 10 evil laughs in gaming. Like when I had like 100 subscribers, only because I wanted
Hell
to
yeah.
show people the cross stitch laugh. It's so terrifying.
Hell yeah.
It actually is kind of scary.
Oh, another game that has a door that you can't open, or at least to my knowledge, I never figured out how to do it. Was in Zardy's Maze. I got trolled so many times. Just like I know
Don't
there's
open.
something in the shack. I knew it.
It opens somehow.
The shack?
There may or may not be videos
so.
of a certain
I'm sure there
Mario
are.
Maker individual who got inside the shack.
Super Nico Maker.
Maybe. Debatable.
Mario Maker individual?
I used to play Mario Maker with Stogie.
Oh,
I was
I was
gonna say-
thinking Stogie, but I'm like, would you consider Stogie a Mario Maker individual? Fair enough.
Man.
There's also the door at the top of Super Mario Bros. 2. By the way, did you know
Oh yeah.
that in Japan,
Oh, yeah.
no one's going to fill it in?
It was called.
Well, I don't
Doki
know.
Oh,
Doki Literature
Doki
Club.
Doki Panic?
It was Doki Doki Literature Club.
I was gonna say I don't know
Oh.
this. I was gonna say I don't know this fact. You want me to fill in the fact that I don't know? I've never heard that before.
Did you know?
Did you know? Oh, it's funny. Speaking of like Nintendo 64 games, you know what's another good N64 game that's kind of underrated?
Jet Force
the
Gemini.
Batman Beyond game.
Really?
Batman Beyond: Return of Joker or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Yes. I
Okay.
believe because it was a tie-in game to the movie, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably. I enjoyed that game a lot. I think it's pretty short. I think it only has like 5 levels. It's probably
like
pretty
a-
clunky. I haven't played it for a while, but I just, you know what? I have good memories of playing it. And it was,
Is it like a beat 'em up?
yeah, it's like a beat 'em up kind of like, I would almost call it like a dungeon crawler. Not, maybe. I don't know. Hard to explain. At its core, it's a beat 'em up. But you kind of explore. You can like equip different suits. You can have like a gliding suit, which helps you like jump across like giant chasms. Or you can have like I don't remember all of them. It's been a while. 'Cause I think I sold it a while ago. Now I think the game is quite expensive.
You fool.
Relatively for. Well, I didn't sell it. My parents did.
Oh.
I would never sell it.
Tetris sell a video game? Impossible.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever sold a video game, like a retro one. Batman, because I was looking at rebuying it, and I think it's quite expensive now. For the
Okay, but does it have any doors you can't access?
It's so expensive. God damn. Oh, never mind. Okay, no.
It
I was looking at
the door you can't open.
it's
unobtainable.
The price of entry is the door. Okay, well, it's still expensive. It's like $50. But
50?
Damn, still.
It's
I
kinda
didn't think games would
surprising.
keep going up. I thought like after the COVID spike it was gonna stop, but they keep going up.
After COVID,
Actually, I will say
It's like stop.
Amiibo. I will say Amiibo have gone down a lot. Actually,
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I ended up getting, because I was missing like 3 or 4 of the Japanese Monster Hunter ones. I ended up getting them last month because they went down like 40%. I'm like, might as well take advantage. But yeah, no, games are still expensive. I mean, I haven't looked at them in a while, but last time I checked, which was earlier this year, just like, what the
Some
hell?
of them are going down, but like it's still not.
I think they're just actually like getting rarer just because they're actually getting older.
Yeah.
So I think that's, you
Yeah.
know, they're not going to go back down. Or some of them aren't going to go back down at least.
Yeah, I think the things that are actually rare are probably gonna keep going up, but the stuff that was just
Yeah.
like inflated. Well, I don't know. I mean, Pokemon prices are inflated. I don't see those coming down.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Didn't you want to own a piece of what's his name? I already forgot his name. Logan Paul's
Oh,
drawn
his Pokemon
Pikachu
Blue,
grade 10
whatever.
for $5 million. You can scoop up the
Hell yeah.
NFT right now.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
I want to do that so bad.
it's a steal.
Oh man,
I
Logan
want
Paul.
my save file to just say Logan. Hello, Logan. Are you
I'm kinda
here to
curious-
Take on the Pokemon challenge. What are you curious about?
I'm going to check how much the rarest N64 game is now. Clay Fighter's
Clay
Sculptor's
Fighter
Cut.
64.
Because last time I
Sculptor's
checked,
Cut.
it was $900, and now it is $1,000
God!
loose. $1,000
What?
loose.
Loose.
It's still going up in price. I'm so glad I bought it 2 years ago. Oh my
You
god!
bought it for like you bought it for like 300, I think, right?
It was like 310 or something. It was
Yeah.
honest. And back then I'm like, oh, I'm paying too much. No,
I played
Man.
the original so
Dude.
much.
That you doing that was the downfall because that was PAX East 2020.
that's right.
Mhm.
Yep. You played the original, yeah, because the original was called 63 and a third or something.
Yeah, for the original Nintendo 64 one, anyways.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played that so much.
That one's not that much. That one is like,
Did you play as Earthworm Jim?
I did play as
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim, and also
that was $30.
Ichabod Clay, which is like the Scarecrow ghost
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's you play Booger Man's unlockable. You guys remember those games?
I do remember
Booger
those
Man.
games.
I do not.
He was like a really weird designed dude with a large snout for a nose.
Booger man.
No. Super
Like
Bowling.
Sega, right? Sega Genesis or something?
I think
Oh,
so.
I've seen this. I've seen this character before.
The Bogerman.
It looks scarily close to like the Battletoads. When I see this guy, I just think
Yes.
of Battletoads right away.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's designed by the same person. Well, maybe not. Now that I look at both together, they're not really the same. Anyway,
They've just got that like lumpy build.
yeah, lumpy large build.
Now I'm just looking up N64 prices. I'm like, Super Bowling? Okay, this is just some random bowling game. $800 now.
Super
Damn.
bowling.
That is ridiculous. Conker's Bad Fur Day, 110. I mean, it's been like $80 for a while, but
Yeah, I'm glad I
That's-
got it at like 80.
yeah, I think
Which
I
one's
got
right?
it for like 60. Conker's Bad
Conker's.
Fur Day.
Oh yeah.
The door on the windmill, man.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's
that's
open.
right.
It doesn't
Door.
open.
It's all about the doors.
Yeah, it all comes back to the doors.
Those damn doors. Stunt Racer 64. That was another expensive one. That one is $377. It used to be like $100.
Like 4x your money if you sold it all today.
Dude, I could probably profit thousands of dollars selling my N64 collection. Very easily.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I like the games too much.
I like having them.
I like the video games.
They are mine.
I've already started buying because like for those that are listening, I'm currently like selling like a 500k Super Nintendo cart.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah, those look sick.
celebration of
I saw
500K.
those.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
so I've been just like buying up. So for 500k, one of my new merch things is like a Super Nintendo cart.
You
have
had that
within reach.
like you released those when you had like 100K, right?
Yeah, I did NES carts for 100k.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing Super Nintendo carts for 500K. So I've just been going like various game stores, essentially buying out their old like Super Nintendo stock. They probably see me as a blessing and probably like buying up games that have been sitting there for for months, if not years.
Thank God.
Yeah. So I was there today and I was thinking ahead. I'm like, I should probably start buying like cheaper N64 games while they're still like cheaper.
It's a good idea.
'Cause even if they went, while they're like $5, like even if they go up to $10, that's like double the price, which they could even in a couple of years kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm like thinking ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy N64 carts. I'm gonna start buying DS games. I'm gonna start buying Game Boy Advance games. 'Cause you never know, like just all the cheap stuff, the cheaper stuff that I can repurpose if I need to for future sub specials. But yeah, just gotta get them while they're cheaper.
Wrestling games, dude. All the
Yeah,
wrestling
yeah.
games. Nintendo 64.
That's the thing, because like even
It costs,
those,
like,
they used to
nothing.
be like $1. You used to be able to get wrestling and football, like Madden 94, whatever, for $1. Even now, they're at least like $5 here. They might be still cheaper in the States, but even
Dang.
those, like the cheaper games, have gone up to the $5 level kind of thing. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Gotta get them while they're before they go up to 10.
For my copy of Madden 08, please.
I was also thinking about that when I was at the game store. Just have all these thoughts. I'm like, I wonder how much like Scott the Woz is just his
Inflated the value of
Yeah,
that game.
him mentioning that game, as well as like Dick Vitale's awesome
Yeah,
baby
that's
college
the
hoops for Genesis or whatever. Like it was probably like a 99-cent game. And then after like it popped off, I'm sure everyone is trying to
Thought
find
it was
them at
worth something. Yeah.
a local game store. So actually, I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up because I'm sure like it's not market manipulation because it's whatever, unregulated. But like if you were a big enough YouTuber, if like let's say if you were really scummy, you could like buy up a whole stock of buy like 1,000 copies of one game, and then be like, oh, this game's ironically super funny, haha, it's so funny, it is meme, and then you just
Sounds
sell
like
them all back.
a crypto
want
scam.
it. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does sound
exactly.
like
It's like,
Well,
whoa,
okay,
this
but
video game
coin-
crypto scam.
But it's like that when you're doing it intentionally, that's definitely like scummy. But if you're just like, I just think this is funny, and then like everyone buys it, it's like, okay, well, that's not on me.
Yeah. Oh man, the game went from like a 99-cent game. Now it's like it dropped down like $10 recently, but went up to almost 20 for a loose copy.
Oh my gosh.
That's quite a big percentage increase.
For
That's
Madden 08.
goofy.
All because YouTuber.
Well, AVGN used to have the same effect. Like AVGN
Yeah.
would put out
That's true.
some sort of random NES game, that price would go up, like I don't know, double, triple
Yeah.
for a little while, and then go back
Karate
down.
Kid. Now I want that game.
Yeah, and I think that's only natural. I think it makes sense. People are like, oh, it's funny. I want to check it out. I mean, I probably had. I think I had literally the same thing with like Superman 64 back like 10 years ago. I was like, oh, it's bad game, haha. I must
own.
procure.
You could probably buy
this game.
those. I can't imagine Superman 64 carts cost that much.
What if
I
it
mean,
was
it-
$200?
It is a it went up to almost $15. It is a $10 game now. It dropped a little bit in the past month. But when I bought it, it was like $3. So
I don't
it's not a
think I ever
$9
played this-
over market value.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever played the story mode in that.
In Superman
Isn't
64?
there like a free roam mode that you just go into?
No.
No.
Kinda.
You-
It's free roam, but you're on a time limit of like 9 seconds. So
No, there's no way. Because
Well-
there used to be one of the modes where you would just load it up and it'd be an empty world. Superman spawns next to a car. You can pick up the car and throw it, but that's about all that's in the world besides like rings you fly through.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
the story
but
mode.
You have a time limit.
I've
I
played a
don't
lot
remember-
of
it
the
can't-
story
there's
mode.
no way it's a time limit. I cannot. Because
It-
what we
there
would
is.
do, unless there's a way to disable the time limit, because that's all we would do. When we were younger, we'd boot the game up. My brother and I, one of us would go out of the room, and the other person had to hide the car somewhere on the map. And then
Oh
you
my
fly back
God.
to the beginning, and you give then they come back in the room. You give them the controller, and then you time them to see how long it takes for them to find the car.
That's
That was the
really
game that we
funny.
played.
damn, that's creative.
That's actually that's a good idea for a video.
That, I was gonna say that
I-
sounds like a Minus World video in the making.
I think it's
Yeah.
in one of my games and games videos.
Oh my
that I did,
God.
Jeez, probably 5 years ago.
Those good old Pixel Portals games and games videos.
Yeah, well,
Speaking of doors,
That's a
I've
the
never
doors in
done
that car
that.
would not open,
No, they don't open.
even though I have superhuman strength.
There are plenty of other doors later on in the game that also do not open until you do other things.
Oh
Right.
yes, that sure is correct. No, there's like an actual game once you get past all the ring and car missions, because it starts off, it loops over and over again until like stage 7 or 8. And when you get to 7 or 8, you're in buildings and you have to punch people and you have to go through more rings to open doors, and then you have to go through the doors and you like have to flip switches, and you're on a time limit, and if you lose all your lives, you go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
There's no
Like,
continues
I tried
or
giving
anything.
that game a fair shake back in the day. I think I got to like stage 5, but it just got way too frustrating having to do it all over again every single time.
It's awful.
So maybe if I try with save states, it might make it more bearable. But yeah, it was like
I
think
feel
I
like
got to
the
like
controls wouldn't
yeah.
mesh well
They're
for
pretty
indoor
bad.
environments. Doesn't he walk like really funny? Can he even walk, or does he like a
walks like-
mosquito and he can only fly?
He walks like
I think the
this,
camera
and his
angle's
punches
super
are
awkward too.
his punches
Oh,
are
yeah, he does
awful.
do the.
He does like a RuneScape like pickaxe hit.
Yeah, pretty much. It is horrible.
I can't believe we've never played that game for Minusville before.
I'm
Superman or RuneScape?
I'm not
Both.
I'm surprised.
Yes.
And maybe there is.
TM.
Someone hasn't made a challenge video called "Can you beat Superman 64?"
Like at all.
That's just what it's called.
Oh man.
Is it
Answer.
possible?
Is it possible?
Well, yes, but for what cost?
Yes. My sanity. What if you couldn't? What if you couldn't beat the game? There's just like a thing that they just never finished. They're like, whatever. I don't care.
You know,
Okay,
They just
so
I wonder.
released
I
it.
watched a speed run. You can't actually finish
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a game where that was the case? I'm trying to
I was
remember
gonna say,
what it was.
I wonder if there is a game they just released. It's like, oh, you actually can't beat it. Whoops.
I think
Sorry,
there is.
guys.
I
I think
swear
you're
there
right.
is, because this is giving me like hardcore deja vu.
I know there's for sure achievements that you can't actually get.
Oh, Space Station Silicon Valley. Yeah, you can't get one of the collectible trophies. That's what it is. It's Space Station Silicon Valley. In order to
Oh.
access the final level in the game, you have to collect all the trophies in the game. However, one of the trophies on one of the bear missions, they never put the hitbox on it, so you just walk through the trophy and you can't collect it, which bars you from reaching
Wow.
the final
Hell
level
yeah.
in the game without using cheats.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Sad.
It is sad. That was a good game. I love
That's for
Space Station
N64, right?
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's
Is that
N64.
it? Okay, I was gonna say I think I've seen it. Maybe I do own it. I'm not sure.
I think that's actually kind of a spendy one too. Space Silicon Valley. Space Station Silicon Valley.
Yeah, Space
60
Silicon
bucks.
Valley is just like a bunch of uppity people in space.
It's just
Yeah.
SpaceX and Tesla rolled into one.
And there's a colony on the space station, and everyone is just all pampered and pretty, full of themselves.
There was a lot of
Silicon
weird
Valley.
platformers type games on 1064 that I feel like sort of faded to obscurity.
Buck Bumble.
Like,
That's one.
fuck,
Right about
Bum,
now,
bum,
it's time to
bum,
rock.
but like Blues Brothers 2000 or like
Yes, that one too.
Rocket Robot on Wheels.
Oh,
There's so
These are
many
all games that we
weird
rented
ones.
that we didn't own, but I remember playing them a ton.
you guys played Tom and Jerry Bash and Crash? No,
I played a
what was
little
it called?
bit. That one's
Birthday
actually
Bash.
yeah, that's on N64, right?
Yeah, it's like a fun like beat 'em up like game.
I played a little bit of that.
Jerry-
Actually, there's a really good Winnie the Pooh game on N64. It's like a 2D platformer.
Oh, sorry,
Ooh.
sorry.
That one's
Tom
not
and Jerry
bad.
Fist
Honey?
of Fury. Fist
Yes,
of Fury is the
Fist
game.
of
I'm thinking
Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not bad. I've tried that one.
Did you guys see the Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that looks
watched
sick.
it.
That's
but I've
awesome.
Seen the poster.
I want to
Like,
see
that's
that.
going to happen for Winnie the Pooh entering public domain. I can't wait to see what happens when the mouse finally enters public domain.
Oh shit, that's gonna be
Couple-
wild.
Never, dude.
Couple years from now,
Dude, never.
it's close.
Disney's never gonna let it happen. They're just gonna keep lobbying the government to extend the
Exactly.
Yeah.
copyright term forever.
I
Hopefully,
hope not.
7 more years.
I want a movie where Mickey Mouse like destroys Disney or something, and it's like a psycho killer.
Psycho killer. So
If
I
they
just
just
sorry.
named it like, what were you saying?
Oh no, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was just gonna say like they call it like the House of Mouse, and it's just like they're inside like a horror house or whatever. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
not that one.
It's just Disneyland.
Or maybe
I
it's
was
like
gonna
all the
say-
animatronics come to life and they just kill people at the theme park.
FNAF.
Oh, FNAF?
FNAF
FNAF?
buys
Is
the
that
rights
Freddy?
to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Five Nights at
That'd be-
Mickey's house.
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
What were you remembering, Tetra?
I was just gonna say, I was like, since we're like talking about N64 games, I just looked up the complete in box price for a game I have, and it's like $600 now. And this is a
Damn.
game, so this, and that's cool by itself. But this is like a game. So I was buying Pokemon Stadium in a box, like locally, and it turns out like the guy that was telling me was like a guy I used to play like basketball with, so I kind of knew him. And then he's like, "Oh, I also have this box. Do you just want it?" I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "Okay, here you go." And now it's worth $600.
Wow. What's
You
the
just
box?
like threw it in for free. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think that has a game in it too. The game's called Rat Attack.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know what that game's actually
yeah.
kind of rare. I think.
Wait, Rat Attack is that for?
Red
It's for
Attack.
Nintendo 64 as well.
It might be
$75 loose. Yeah.
When you're
Rat
talking
Attack.
about the Tom and Jerry thing, that's what I thought of because we have it on PlayStation.
Tom and Jerry or Rat Attack?
Rat Attack. You're like mice, right? In like a small room, or you're
I've
cats.
never
yeah.
played it.
It's on PS1 as well, actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see it's on PlayStation. Yeah, but holy crap, it went up in price so much. See, that's when I saw it. I'm
Damn.
like, oh, this seems like because I've never heard of the game, and when he gave it to me, I'm like, this seems like a rare game that I've never heard of. So wow, it
Yeah,
just
that's-
jumped in price.
I mean, in loose it's only 75, so I'm surprised the box
Yeah.
is so much.
Yeah, the box just like jumped in the
Oh.
last year. It went from like 200 to 600. Holy crap!
Damn.
It's crazy.
That game was
Everything
fun.
boxed is going to be so much in like 10 years. Like everything boxed will be
Yeah.
like $1,000 or more. It's going to be ridiculous.
Probably. Cardboard degrades. There's less and less of it every year.
Yeah.
You know, the game was really cool that I don't think a lot of people played, and it's amazing. Team Buddies,
Never heard of it.
PlayStation 1.
Oh, I played like one PS1 game.
That sounds familiar.
It's probably like $1 bajillion now.
Oh, that looks sick. It looks like Mighty Beans.
Yeah, it's like split screen, like war zones.
Okay, that seems kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, Mighty Beans. I see what you're saying.
We need
That's
to play a
funny.
lot of these older games that like.
Oh, I would love to
Hell
have a Team Buddies LAN party.
This game's $90 now. It's actually
Yeah.
a good amount.
Wow.
You guys, I think the only like PS1 game I remember playing is like one of the Digimon Rumble Arenas, whatever it's called.
Digimon Rumble Arena 2.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it.
It's
What it's
such a
called?
good
Digimon
Arena
World was a
2.
lot of fun
question
too.
mark.
I think it was Rumble Arena 1 because it was PS1.
Oh, okay. Well, that was also on PS1. Rumble Arena 2 was also on PS1.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Okay, either one of those. Okay, I gotcha.
Digimon
Yeah, I enjoyed
World
it.
is an RPG, isn't it, Swank?
Yeah, it's kind of like an open world type thing where you wander through the entire digital landscape, raising a Digimon that eventually dies and then puts you back. I mean, it's not a spoiler. It's just every Digimon you own has like a life, like they can like live up to like 20 days
Expectancy.
and then they just die,
Oh God.
and you have to start
Damn.
over, train them all over again. It's awful, but it was a lot of fun. It was hard too. It was a very hard game.
I just played CTR on PS1. Oh, I didn't have one.
Spyro.
I had like one friend when I was like 8 years old that had a PS1, and they had CTR, Crash Bash, and that's really all we played because I don't think it had any other multiplayer games.
Crash Bash was good.
That game's
I
fun.
wanna
People
play-
say it's
I want to play with you guys.
yeah, I want to play that with everyone. I mean, people say the game's bad, but like I remember really liking it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
I
don't know
feel
if
like a
it's
lot of
aged
those
well.
games are just a lot more fun with people because when you play them by yourself, it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
ugh. With people, it should be fun.
I think I love the meta behind them. Like obscure
Yeah.
multiplayer game meta is like one of my favorite things. Like there's a game called Mystic Heroes that I'm like really, really good at
I've
that
heard
no
of
one
that.
ever plays.
I think you've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Next time we get together, we'll all have to do like just split screen multiplayer games.
yeah,
like obscure ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
It'd be
Hell
fun.
yeah.
And a cereal tier list or a soda tier list or something.
We-
There's so many things to do when we get back
Chocolate
together
tier
next time.
list.
I think
Yep.
we're about out of time though.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's
We need to start wrapping up.
We
All right,
sure
editor,
do.
put the outro here.
insert outro.
Right now. Do
Write a
it.
script, send it to us.
Open
and
the
we'll do
door
outro.
that could not be opened before.
Yes, open the door to the outro.
Get on the floor. Do the
Also,
dinosaur.
In the
Wow.
comments, tell us what your favorite door in the video game is.
Best
your
door
favorite
in
video-
gaming.
What's your favorite door in gaming?
And be very specific. Like I want to be as specific as possible. Like if it's Big Boo's Haunt, be like the second door on the right when you enter in the main door.
I mean,
That is my favorite door.
that's kind of a high quality door, so I would have to agree.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good door.
Pretty good door.
Yeah, I like that door. I mean, I personally like the Bob on Battlefield door because you don't have to pay stars to go in. You just go in.
Ooh,
That one's
That's a good
good.
one. That's a
April
good
Fool's
reason.
Day content. Door
Yeah.
tier
Yeah,
list
door
from
tier
Mario
list.
64.
Mario 64's best doors.
Mario
Number
60
5.
doors.
I wonder how many doors that game actually has. Can't be too many. I don't think. Well, like in a stage
Yeah.
outside of like the ones in the castle, there can't be too many like within a stage that you go through.
Hazy Maze Cave has
not.
the most, I believe.
Yeah, Hazy Maze Cave
Yeah.
and I guess Big Boo's Haunt.
I would almost wager Big Boo's Haunt has more doors than Hazy Maze Cave.
Then you have fake doors
Oh,
fake
that's
door.
right.
at the bottom of Cool Mountain. You come out of it, but you can't actually go
You
in
can't
it.
go in.
Oh,
That's
the one-way
right.
door. Yeah.
Yeah, why can't you go back in that door?
That's an F tier door.
Time
Dude.
marches on.
You can only go forward. You can't go back.
It's a metaphor.
It's a meta door.
Cue the dude from TikTok.
It's a meta door. All right,
Give the
gamers.
guy-
Well, listen to us next time on Metaverse. All right, bye.
yeah.
On the
Thanks.
the most legendary episode of all. Episode 43.
All right.
Episode 43 coming
next
up.
time.
Get hyped.
Let's do it.
All right.
Woo! All right.
Bye,
see you
everybody.
guys. Bye-bye.
Shoutouts to these members for
Don't let the
supporting
door
our
on the
channel.
way out.
Thank you.
Holy.
Look
Look at all
those
those
epic members.
So
awesome
cool.
people. Beautiful.